Hey guys, today we're going to be installing a GT500 style spoiler and gurney flap on this GT350 Mustang from S550 Parts. S550 Parts want to make this as easy as possible to put on the new wings. So basically what you do is you take off the old spoiler, no drilling necessary, and you can put on the new one. Alright, so first things first, you're going to take off this little thing right here. Basically you want to get a good grip on it, and you're basically just going to rip it off. You're going to need to put a good bit of pressure on there because it is going to take a lot of strength to get this one off. It's a little bit more finicky than the rest of the parts. All right, and then for these things, you're just gonna basically unscrew them normally, you know, lefty righty, lefty loosey, righty tighty, whatever the case is. All right, and then hopefully you have one of these lying around for you. Basically, you're just gonna take off these little plastic pieces out, just rip them out. Oh, well, that didn't work. All right, so this bad boy just pops right off. There we go. And then when you're taking this off, you just wanna go carefully through the hole. All right. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna get these little rubber pieces off. Just gonna go on there and just rip it right off. There's one on each side of the trunk, so it shouldn't be too difficult. And then in each one of those, actually, there's also I believe there's 4 nuts across all 4 of them. So basically just take those off and I'll take the wing off. For this next step, you're just gonna need a 10mm. Basically in each one of these holes, there's one right here, there's 2 in here, and then another one right here. With each one of these, you're just gonna get in there, you're gonna loosen them up, don't take them off all the way. And basically once you get down to this level, you're just gonna carefully take them out, and I'll show you how to do that as well. Anyways, once you got them all loose, just get it down to this level. You'll probably want to get a little bit of help for someone to hold it up. You could probably do it on your own if you're confident enough. Please lefty loosey. All right, basically when you get it off, it's going to be inside the little thing and you'll be good to go. So anyways, once you have the screws off, the wing is going to have a little bit of glue on there of some kind of double-sided tape. So basically what you want to do is you're going to want to heat that all up, usually use a heat gun, and then let it get warm enough. And you're going to want to get a plastic spreader, and basically you're just going to want to get it underneath there, and basically just slowly separate all the double-sided tape. Now, another thing is if you do have stripes on your car, which I bet most of you do, you're gonna wanna be careful once you get towards the stripes because this is vinyl. You are gonna wanna get closer. You're gonna basically try to work around it, try not to cause any issues to where you could potentially rip off the vinyl. All right, basically when you're taking this thing out, you are gonna have these orange tabs. They're gonna give you a little bit of trouble when you're taking it out. You're basically just gonna have to pull a little bit harder, just finagle it off, and you'll be able to take the rest of the wing off. So S550 gives you all the hardware that you need to install this thing, so it should be fairly simple. Basically, you're not gonna be using the orange bit here or the big thing right here. Basically, the only thing that you have to worry about when you're installing this is the main 4 bits that connect the actual wing to the car. And then that, with all the hardware they give you, you got all the screws and the bolts that you need. So it should be fairly simple to install as well. Basically with the double-sided tape that you get that you're provided with from S550 Parts, you're basically just gonna wanna put it around the edges. Keep inside the lip though, you don't wanna go outside of that because you wanna seal everything off. And for both the inner part and the outer parts, you're gonna wanna do the same thing. Basically when you're installing this, like I said, pretty simple, 4 screws. You're gonna wanna do the middle ones first. That way, you can carefully just let it go up and then you can just kind of work your way up and get the other 2 in on the side. So work your way in to out. Once you get your screw inside the socket, kind of like we took it out earlier, you're just gonna have to carefully finagle it in there and you're just gonna try to basically screw it on in there. And basically that kind of concludes the entire install. All you have to do now is basically do the reverse of what we did at the beginning of the video, put everything back on. Hopefully you saved all your screws, hopefully you didn't lose anything, and then you'll be good to go. And this is basically what the finished result's going to look like. So hopefully it matches the pictures before you bought it. But yeah, now you got installed GT500 wing / spoiler. With 4 screws and a little bit of double-sided tape, this thing doesn't take too much time whatsoever to install. So hopefully you enjoy your new spoiler.